on you. First question, George.
Miller, can you just talk about the out-of-bounds pass that I think it might have been deflected by Williams, but it was supposed to be for Trace? What happened there?
I just saw an opening, and I tried to squeeze it in there, but it didn't get there, so it got tipped. But I probably should have thrown it a half second earlier. But I knew I had to get the ball in. We didn't have any timeouts, so I had to try to just make a play.
Talk a little bit about you did make some baskets today, and you've been shooting well, better. What's been why have you been shooting better?
I just shoot when I'm open. Be more aggressive. Look for my shot a little more, and guys are finding me in my spots, and so that's really all it is.
Jeff.
What do you feel has been the difference in you guys not being able to just kind of close out some of these games where you're right there, last minute, 90 seconds, 2 minutes? What do you see that's not quite happening?
Well, I think it changes, in every game. Every game's not the same. This game, it was offensive rebounds, it felt like. And you can't blame anything on the refs at all. And they don't come in and get offensive rebounds. And, we had to box out, and they got 15 second chance points, I think, from O boards and that stuff. So I think that was, a big thing tonight.
Kevin.
Xaviers 16-12 assists. Can you speak to his performance in bringing you guys back a little bit? Because you're down 8, and it seemed like he kind of really sparked that run there where you guys weren't kind of really.
Well, yeah, we kept the ball in his hands and let him make plays and let him get downhill out of a lot of ball screens, and because we felt like that was a big advantage for us is getting him in ball screens and allowing the guys single back or double back to be able to force pressure on those tag guys. So. It was a big kind of scheme for us that we felt like late in the game was good for us.
Okay, Charlie.
What would you tell your team tonight, Miller, knowing what's at stake ahead next week in Indy?
Well, I think we know what's at stake. We just talked about it in the locker room. We got to win. That's what it is. But I think going into the Big Ten tournament, we've shown literally that we can beat any team in the country and any team in the Big Ten. Whether we finish the games or not, we believe and we know we can beat any team, that's going in to the same tournament we're going into. So that's our mindset, and we're coming in hungry, that's for sure.
Okay, we'll finish up him, Zach, then Dustin.
I guess there's that one stretch in the first half where Purdue pushes it to 13. I recognize this is a question that's easier to answer after you watch film, but what changes for you guys in terms of kind of shutting that down and then sustaining really from there? I don't think Purdue has another really extended run kind of the rest of the game.
Well, I think we got in a good groove offensively of getting out in transition, which helped us a lot, and kind of allowed our wings like me and Parker to run and get out and just fill the lanes and kind of give Xavier space to play in the pick and rolls. And defensively, we're just more aggressive, putting pressure on their ball handlers and really just getting in them.
You mentioned just guys creating something for you. Obviously, X did. He also did, I guess, a couple nights ago on Wednesday. Was it? You missed a couple of that night. Was it important to you to hit some of those that he was creating for you this time? Was important? Did it matter to you to make sure you maintained his faith? I guess. Yeah,
it's all. I mean, I always have his faith. Make or miss. He wants me to shoot. Every time he passes it to me because he feels like if he passes it to me, then I should shoot it. Because there's a reason he's passing it to me. So. I know he's got confidence in me, and I do in him. So, that's all it really is game to game, you're going to miss shots, you're going to make shots, but having confidence in yourself and your teammates is big.
Tyler, you can get yours in.
You guys have talked about just taking things one game at a time a lot, but this season with the games that you haven't been able to close out, how do you kind of execute it at this point where trying to keep that, move on to the next mentality when, I assume the locker room is kind of down?
Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, because you want to win every game, you come into every game and want to win it so bad. So, you just focus. You have to just move on, but obviously learn from your mistakes and from past games. So, it's something we've had to do this whole year, and we're going to continue to do it and learn from it, and make the adjustments we have to.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Miller.
We'll see you in Norton.